Hello there. We are going to take a look at using Zoom as a screencast recorder and as a whiteboard recorder. Some people like to use other programs such as Screencastify or Screencast-O-Matic, but we actually have free access to Zoom. And it has plenty of those same features that those other two have that we don't have to pay for. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and you would go to zoom.us, and then you would click sign in. Now, you notice I didn't click sign up because being in the Fayetteville Schools domain, we actually already have accounts. So you'll click sign in. You're going to bypass these things up here and you're going to say sign in with Google down here. Once you've done that, it should get you in there. Now I could schedule a new meeting, but what's actually a little easier to do is to go ahead and go up to host a meeting, because I'm not scheduling a meeting this time because I'm not going to be inviting anybody to this. I just need to record. So I'm going to go up, host a meeting. I'm going to go ahead and say with the video on. You'll see these prompts. If you have never used Zoom before, it is going to ask you to download it to your computer. If you have it downloaded already, you should get a prompt similar to this to open it. And then you're actually going to be going into their application, which is separate than your website. Okay, so now I can say join with computer audio. And now I'm in. Okay, so right now it's just me in here by myself. And nothing else is really happening yet, because the first thing I need to do is hit this record button. So when I click on this, you're going to see these two options here. You're going to see record to this computer or record to the cloud. Now, if we record to the cloud, we're kind of stuck with our video being in the Zoom cloud, which, yes, you have access to, but it would be better to just record it to your computer so you have full ownership of it right off the bat. So I'm going to say record to this computer. And now I'm recording my meeting. So I greet my students or greet my viewers, that type of thing. You can see up here where I am recording, okay? And then I can pause it and stop up here and pause it and stop down here. Now, if I wanted to, I could invite more people, but in this case, I don't want any participants. I just want to teach a short lesson and be able to have it saved and share it later. Okay, so now I'm going to click on screen share or share screen. So you're going to notice I've got another screen up with a different website on it. But I've got some different options here. So let's start with whiteboard. So if I say, okay, I'm going to share my whiteboard here, that's actually a Zoom whiteboard. So now anything on this board is being recorded. Things behind it, no one would see, but whatever is going on this board, they would see. So I can draw. I can click on that. I can do a free draw. Click over here to get my different colors. Maybe I want to talk about fractions today. So let's draw a circle. And then let's do some straight lines. And I could go in here and I could talk about fractions of this piece. Okay, it does take a little practice to get used to it. If you're like me, you don't like drawing that much with the mouse, but you do get used to it after a while. It also has some other things like stamps. I want to add arrows to it, hearts, I suppose, or if something's incorrect. And then I can also kind of shed a light on something here with just a spotlight, because they're not going to see my mouse, they're just going to see that. Okay, I can clear it. I can save my drawing. Okay, whenever I'm ready to stop doing the whiteboard and go back to my video, I'll go up here and say stop share. Okay, so now let's say I've got a website that I want to take my students through. So this time I'm going to say share screen and my desktop one and say share. So this time you can see I went up here kind of to this top corner. And let's say that I want to walk students through this Wonderopolis website. Okay, so I could sit here, I could read this, talk about it with my students. Okay, so just whatever I wanted to do there, I've got that option. All right. I don't really have, yes, I do. I can annotate on here if I want to circle things on the website. Of course, the wacky thing is when I go back to the mouse, that doesn't stay with it. So then I'd have to clear it. Okay, but I can use those same tools on top of the website as I record. Okay. Same thing if I wanted, so this is more of an elementary example maybe. Let's say I'm in the Google Arts and Culture page and we want to do a field trip with my class together. Same thing, I can leave things here. Take a look around, I can talk to my class, we can go on this interactive field trip while we are also not together at the same time. So talk to them about the Taj Mahal, those types of things. And then the same ordeal, I can annotate on top of it with that. So that gives me those two different options. Once again, I have a whiteboard or anything that else maybe on my desktop. Maybe I've got a Google slide prepared that I was going to teach face-to-face that I now need to do through webcast, and I can do that. I can either do it live with students or I can just record it for now and then share later. So if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. My email is mickey.mcfetridge@fayar.net, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks.